Today on High Now Daily, we're bringing you our entire show from the Valley Isle. We're highlighting local nonprofits just like Hale Makua, who have supported our friends and families after the devastating fires here on Maui.
How's it, Aloha gang? Coming up on High Now, we are live at the Maui Ocean Center, one of the island's most popular tourist attractions. But we're continuing to talk about rethinking tourism here in Hawaii. What's being done on the Valley Isle? This and more right now on High Now Daily.
Aloha and welcome to High Now Daily. I am Rachel Pocaro and we are bringing our show to you from Maui. We're so excited to be here to support the local businesses and to just support the community here on Maui. I know you folks have been through a lot and we are here to help. And I wanted to kick things off with our friend Teana Kaho'ohanohano. We are here at Hale Makua. Thank you so much for having us on these beautiful grounds here on Maui.
Thank you for being here today.
Absolutely. Now let's get to it. Let's talk about Hale Makua. For those who may not know, I mean, you were educating me a little earlier, and I'm so happy to find out all the services that you guys have and the work that you guys continue to do. So please share.
Well, Hale Makua Health Services is a private nonprofit here on Maui. We specialize in short-term rehab and long-term care. We have 2 nursing homes here on island. One is in Wailuku and one is in Kahului, which we are at today. We also provide adult day health services, care home services, community outreach programs, physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, both inpatient and outpatient.
Very good. So a lot of the focus is, of course, on our kupuna, who we love so much. And once the fires happened, your team, you guys sprung into action. Let's talk about what you folks did right then and there when things were going down.
Absolutely. You know, almost a year ago today, Lahaina was affected by the fires. And on day 1 of that morning, it was a very somber morning for us here at Hale Makua. We had a lot of staff affected who were in the process of getting into shelters. We're trying to find our staff still. And we also had kupuna whose loved ones were there, whether it was their children, their parents, their grandchildren. So my team, without hesitation, sprung into action, came ready that morning with, okay, Teana, what can we do? Yeah. So what we did was on day 1, first and foremost, we established a triage center here at the Kahului campus, partnering with the hospital. We knew the hospital was going to be inundated with burn victims and patients seeking urgent care. So we set up a triage center outside our facility, able to treat minor injuries, burn victims, and provide shelter for those who needed it.
Now, what was it like for your team? I know you just said your team sprung into action. A lot of your team was from Lahaina, so they were heavily affected, but they still just, got everything together and just jumped into action, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's their community. It's all of our community, right? So they came to work every day came to work and said, how can I go back? How can I go back out there? A lot of them at that point did not know what their own homes looked like. So they didn't care. Their main priority was helping our community. So on day 2, with permission from the Maui County and of course my supervisor, we were able to get a bus of employees who were ready to go out there. I had a pharmacist on staff. We had our medical director, nurses, social workers, all piled into the van. We drove out there with medical supplies, oxygen, medication, food, and able to help out wherever we could.
Wow. And then, I mean, for those who are listening in and they want to continue with helping and supporting with what you folks are doing at Hale Makua, tell everybody how they can do that, how they can continue to support.
Well, we're continuing to look into long-term care recovery efforts right now. So you can always go to www.halemakua.org and put recovery in your comments. The work here never stops. We're continuing to help out our staff and our residents who still need our assistance out in Lahaina.
Yes, absolutely. So go ahead and check out their website if you'd like to donate. And I'm sure you folks, it's weighing on everyone's hearts, right? So go ahead and check that out and make sure you continue to support their amazing work. Teana, thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to hear from Wesley a little later in the show, and he'll continue to talk about those long-term efforts and the support that you folks are providing here at Hale Makua. Right now, we are going to send things over to our very own Kainoa Carlson, who is also here on Maui. He is out at the Ocean Center.
Awesome.
Let's send it over to him.
That's right. Mahalo nui, Rachel. We're over here at the Maui Ocean Center live today as we continue to talk about supporting Maui moving forward. And we're here at the Ocean Center because this is actually one of the most popular destinations when people come here to the Valley Isle. And we're rethinking the entire experience, whether you're kama'aina or you're visiting Maui for the very first time. So let's get into that and the Destination Management Action Plan. Our very first guest joining us here today, we have Kawila Hanchet. She is the Executive Director for Holani Hana, and Megan Degaya from the Maui Visitors and Convention Bureau. Mahalo nui for being here.
Mahalo.
All right, so mahalo for being here. So let's go into it, Kawila. Let's tell everybody about the Malama Maui Hikina program and what's being done right now.
Oh, mahalo nui. So the heart of our program is really Aloha Aina and Malama Aina, and really bringing forward this generational relationship that we've had with the Aina, the families that have lived in Maui Hikina. And so we've placed local residents as stewards at key wahipana or hotspots where tourists frequent to orient them to place and to really address some of the issues that have impacted our quality of life in Maui Hikina.
Kawila, how has this really brought together members of the community? It's Aina focused and centered.
So we that live on this Aina and have been here for generations, we have this deep relationship with Aina, and we understand that Aina is ali'i, Aina is ohana. We have a kinship with place that informs how we malama or care for and steward our Aina so that it's here for generations and can continue to feed our families. And so when we did this project, we understood that we really needed to root in Aina and help orient our visitors to place.
Absolutely, all very important. And Megan, I want to go over to you so you can talk a little bit about how people like Kawila, different nonprofits are coming together to support the DMAP and everything taking place here.
Absolutely. This was a huge collaboration between the East Maui community, the East Maui Advisory Group that was so graciously came together to guide this process from the beginning, and the Destination Management Action Plan put together by Hawaii Tourism Authority called us, as created by the residents, to explore carrying capacity at these sites of concern, and also importantly educate community and visitors about why it's important to limit numbers at these important wahipana.
Definitely, and I want to, as you mentioned residents, what are you hearing from residents right now, Kawila, in terms of what's taking place there and all the work being done?
So pretty much before the project, our residents were extremely frustrated with the conditions at these sites. That the road that goes through Hana is our only access to critical services, and we were seeing a lot of issues here. And so after the project was implemented, it was like a 80% or 100% improvement in their experience of these areas. So
that's major.
Yeah, for real.
Wow, unreal. And so that's why it's a very important topic to talk about, and people need to kokua the programs, everything that's taking place. So what's the best resource to utilize for that?
To learn more, people can visit holomua.hawaiitourismauthority.org.
Perfect. Okay, Megan, Kawila, mahalo nui. Thank you so much. And we're going to be live over here at the Maui Ocean Center the entire show today as we talk about rethinking the visitor experience when you come here to Maui. You're watching Hi Now. We'll be right back.
Aloha everyone, I'm here in Japan and I'm at Aloha Tokyo 2024. I'm so excited. There's so many things happening. There's vendors from Hawaii. It is amazing to be amongst the people here. And one of them is a local influencer from Hawaii. Look at Sasha. I actually pulled her away from the millions of fans she has over here, taking pictures, doing the signings. How has it been so far here at Aloha Tokyo?
It's been so great. This weekend it was supposed to be, cloudy, and then it was supposed to rain, but it turned out to be sunny day. Everybody's so happy to feel aloha and have a little bit of Hawaii.
They love Hawaii and they really come out to show, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I know that a lot of people, they don't just like, coming to Hawaii and shopping, but they want to learn about the culture, you learn about the history, learn about hula. So they're all really want to soak in aloha spirit in Hawaii. So this is like the perfect place to do that.
Well, I'm going to do your fans a big favor and let you go right now to go back to the signings, go back to the photos, and I hope you guys have so much fun, okay?
Thank you, you too.
Thank you, I am. Let's go. All right, we're going to move over. We're going to talk to Danny O'Sherry. He is also with Outrigger. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so we're here, Aloha Tokyo. Wow, you guys came all the way from Hawaii to make it here to Shibuya. How has it been and why is it so important?
Well, we've been coming to this event for the last 6, 7 years, ever since this event came to Ibisu. It's such an important venue for us because if you look around you, there's like 220,000 potential visitors visiting this site over 3 days. So how can you not be here?
Tell me a little bit about what Outrigger is doing here today.
Everything is about inviting and making Hawaii welcome for these visitors. Right now, it's a challenge. It's a big barrier. We need to keep engaged with the consumer to remind them what Hawaii is about and what Outrigger can do and what the rest of the Hawaii vendors are doing to make it better for them to come to Hawaii.
What's going on behind us?
Well, we want them to feel Hawaii here in Ibisu. So we're here exposing them to Hawaiian beer, art. We have Tangsang here that he does specific artwork for Outrigger and Hawaii. So we get deeper and deeper into what makes Hawaii special for us.
Yes, it is a beautiful combination of Japan and Hawaii that you're seeing here at Aloha Tokyo 2024. And I know some new things are happening at Outrigger Waikiki Beachcomber. Tell me about why Awana, the newest Cirque du Soleil show, is different from anything else anybody has seen.
Maybe over the last 40 years, there hasn't been anything specifically as special, as exciting as Awana. So we want to make sure that the Japanese public get the right introduction of Awana and to explain to them and to portray to them how special this show is, how authentic this show is, how Hawaiian it really is. This is something fresh for us. This is something not just for Outrigger, but this is something for Hawaii, for Waikiki, that's going to help us bring this important market back to our home.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Yes, we're so happy. I'm ready to shop. Let's get this going. Aloha Tokyo 2024. I'm coming for you. Bye.
How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. We're live over here at the Maui Ocean Center, as today we are continuing to talk about the Destination Management Action Plan, rethinking tourism here on the island of Maui. We're welcoming in now Liz Yanel, Program Manager for Hui o Kawaiʻola, and back with Megan Degaya from the Maui Visitors and Convention Bureau. And we know for a while now, there's actually been a law over here on Maui, right, Megan, about mineral-only sunscreen. Tell us about that and how that all happened.
Yeah, so the Hawaii Tourism Authority's Destination Management Action Plan called us to educate the public, educate visitors about this sunscreen law, which outlaws the use of chemicals in sunscreen. So we're promoting mineral-only sunscreen. And one of the ways we've done that to educate visitors, make it accessible to everyone, Kama'aina as well, is to have 24 free to use mineral-only sunscreen dispensers at popular beaches and other sites also. So this has been actually an amazing partnership between the Hawaii Tourism Authority, county parks, DLNR, and private businesses also.
Mm-hmm. And accessibility, that's such a key part of it, the fact that they're free, they're located over there at the beaches as well. Tell us, Liz, about Hui o Kawaiʻola and some of the work that's being done to support this initiative.
Sure. So our volunteers at Hui o Kawaiʻola and Maui Nui Marine Resource Council have been wonderful over the last year and a half and dedicated each week to go out and clean and also refill the dispensers so that there's the free mineral-only sunscreen available at all of the dispensers.
Okay, very good. And that's obviously, it takes kokua, many hands going into making it happen. How has this gone with the visitor industry in terms of them learning about it and knowing about this law as well?
Yeah, it's been a huge educational tool, and it's really the embodiment of regenerative tourism in that it benefits Kama'aina, it's a healthier choice for everyone, it benefits Malihini, and of course the Aina as well. It's really just better for our water quality, whether that's in the ocean with coral reefs or just our aquifer and drinking water in general.
Definitely, and when these people are being able to go out to the beach, these dispensers, again, they're free, accessible at all these very popular places. And then with the volunteers, what are you hearing from them when you're going out? People, at this point, they know that this is happening and the fact that mineral only, that's what's allowed.
Yeah, we're trying to get that spread more and more so people understand that this is free and available for them to use, because mineral-only sunscreen really helps to protect our coral reefs, and this is one way that we can all do something to support healthy coral reef ecology and better water quality around our islands, which is so important. And it's wonderful that this is up and about so that visitors can learn as well how this is the proper way to use sunscreen and that you can make great choices and make it easy for them, right, to make a better choice for ocean health.
And you just touched on that very important fact, the ocean health as well, and why that's so important, what we're putting on our bodies. Is it very important before we enter the water?
I think so, yes, absolutely. We study ocean water quality at my organization. That's why we linked up, because it's so important to us. We rely on our oceans in so many ways.
Now, this is what that motto is, bringing these organizations together to make it happen. What is the best resource to utilize for people who want to get more information about mineral-only sunscreen? And that's why we're over here as we speak at the Maui Ocean Center. These are examples, actually, right, Liz? This is all mineral-only, correct?
Mineral-only. This is a Maui-made product, Maui Vera. These are some others that are just mineral-based, and they work so great. They might have a little bit of a white paste, but you know you're doing the right thing.
Gotcha. So if we need more examples of that, obviously it's available online as well. But if people want to kokua and support these initiatives, Megan, what's the best way?
Visit holamua.hawaiitourismauthority.org.
Perfect. Megan, Liz, mahalo nui. Now come on back with us. Stay with us on High Now Daily. We're live at the Maui Ocean Center, continuing to talk about ways we can kokua here on the Valley Isle. You're watching High Now. We'll be right back.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. We are here at Hale Makua, and our next guest here with me today is Alohi Gomes. She is a social services employee here, and I just wanted to thank you for joining me today.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yes, we talked to Teana a little earlier about how your folks team just sprung into action the day of the fires, and then I wanted to talk to you about how that was for you, because I know that you were on the phone. You said you're talking to hundreds of people at a time just to get everything together, and it's because of this emergency fund that you guys put together. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, of course. So there was 3 fires, right? So Kula, Kihei, and Lahaina. And so of that 3, there's about 500 families, both residents and employees, that were impacted. And at the end of the day, we just nobody knew what was going on. So at one point, we were just calling everybody. We did a full resident roster and we did a full staff roster. And so on days that we weren't, like Tiana was saying, we were going out to Lahaina. On days that we weren't doing that, or in between that time, I was on the phone talking to people. And what came from those conversations were finances. How do I pay for my food now over here in town? Now I have a family household size of like 20 people in my house. I'm used to only 7. What do I do? I need money to pay for food. And that's kind of where our team said, you know what, we need a fund to get started so that we can support financially these families. And so there was about 179 families and individuals that were able to support, with about almost $500,000. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
About $500,000. And most of the families, when I was calling them, they didn't want it. They're like, no, I still have my house, I just don't have access. Or, oh, I don't have my house, but we saved some money on the side, give it to somebody who needs it more. And if that doesn't show you Maui, I don't really know what does.
Absolutely. I love that everybody was able to come together, support in ways that they can. And when we're talking about donations, you said a lot of money came in. Like, what were the partners like? How did this all happen? And then how did that money get turned around and sent out to the people in need?
Yep. So at the time, no one really has access to their phones, their laptops. So a lot of the time we're on the phone with them, and I was sitting there on the phone doing their application with them. So we had like Hawaii Community Foundation donated a lot of money, Global Giving, and then we also had Ohana Pacific, and pretty much everybody, myself too included, pulling out the pennies, pulling out the dollar bills, seeing how that can help. So their application, the list turned into an application process, because we knew who was impacted, so we wanted to funnel that into the application online. And then from the application online, we made sure that our staff and our residents were taken care of, and then we opened that up to the community.
Wow, incredible, man, just to see everybody come together. It's so inspiring. Yeah. And like you said, Maui is like no place else. The people from here are coming together, pulling money from their pockets and just trying to help in whatever ways that they could. And then I wanted to ask how it was for you, just to be in the thick of everything and hearing all the calls, everything coming in. How was that for you?
Honestly, we don't talk about it enough. The mental health of everyone who was impacted, those who were caregivers, those who were actually, watched their houses burn down. Nobody talks about like what we went through. It was really hard for me personally to have my phone in my pocket going, oh, I hope my cousin's okay, I hope my auntie's cousins, uncles, right, all of this, and then pulling up and seeing their houses gone and going, oh, I'm at work. We gotta work, we gotta go. I get it, there's a lot of stuff going on here, but we gotta move. We gotta get these things done. We gotta get these residents into chairs. We gotta get them to dialysis. We gotta do stuff. There's a lot more than just me.
Right. And then, last question. I wanted to ask, with the funds being dispersed, I know that there were some leftovers, some donations still came in just recently. So for those who are on this long list of people waiting for a little bit of support, there's still something there for them,
yes. Right? Maui hasn't stopped needing support. We haven't stopped giving support to each other as well. So we do have our online is still open, the donation with Hale Makua. There's still funds to be given out. So we're working tirelessly to make sure that everyone gets what they need.
Okay. Well, if people wanted to continue to donate, would you please drop that website so everybody will know how?
Yeah. So halemakua.org/donate. And then you can always donate. When you donate, you want to make sure you're putting in the little box at the bottom, recovery, so that we know that that's specific to recovery. While you're there, you might see some other stuff like donating for us and the stuff that we do every day aside from recovery. So if that's part of what you feel your Owamo today is, do it.
Right on.
Welcome it 100%.
Aloha, thank you so much for joining me today, sharing everything that you've gone through, that what your team is doing here, and again, continue to support Hale Makua and all the efforts that they're doing here on Maui. We are going to take a quick break, but we'll be back with more of Hainao Daily from the Valley Isle.
How's it? Aloha, gang, and welcome back to Hainao Daily. We have been live the entire show today over here at the Maui Ocean Center with Megan Degaya of the Maui Visitors and Convention Bureau. We want to welcome in our next guest, Jason Dennis, Landscaping Manager from the Hyatt Regency, as we talk about a reef-friendly landscaping program taking place over here in Maui. Tell us about that program, Jason, and what that entails.
Mahalo, brother. Yeah, the Reef Safe Landscaping Program. We were consulting with commercial properties, HOAs, golf courses, in better ways to remove pesticides, herbicides, all the sides that hurt humans, hurt animal, hurt our aina.
And what type of support did visitor industry participants receive throughout the program?
Yeah, they received soil samples. Boy, awesome.
Yeah. Different soil, but you've heard a lot throughout the analysis and the different work that's being done, correct? I guess what have you heard so far throughout the participants and everyone who is a part of the program?
I mean, so far everyone's been super stoked. Their plants look beautiful. They got to save water, so there's a huge water conservation piece, and it gets to perpetuate the culture that is here.
Absolutely. You know, earlier, Jason, we were talking with Liz about the mineral-only sunscreen and all that's being done as well. But let's talk about, obviously, the positive impact to our coral reefs, especially here on Maui with this program that's being done.
Yeah, I mean, the products that we were applying on the land obviously roll into the ocean, and they're regenerative products, so they're not actually like hurting, they're actually helping to grow. So there's an actual growth piece.
Okay. Megan, how does this program currently being done right now with the Reef-friendly landscaping program also connect with the DMAP that's taking place here on island?
Yeah, so the Hawaii Tourism Authority's Destination Management Action Plan helped to support and fund this reef-friendly landscaping pilot program in collaboration with Maui Nui Marine Resource Council and also about 20 visitor industry and community partners. So it's really been a beautiful collaboration that's been born out of this action of the DMAP, which called us to provide incentives to industry to reduce ecological footprint, one of which being through organic land care.
Okay. What is the best way? How do people support the initiative that's taking place right now? I know you talked to a handful of places are participating in this program, the Regency being one of them. But how do people get more info if they want to come out and support you guys as well?
They got to talk to Megan.
Folks can go to holamua.hawaiitourismauthority.org.
Okay, fantastic. Megan, Jason, thank you so much for the time. That's going to do it for us. Stay with us, though, here on High Now Daily, because later in the show, we're going to continue talking about resetting and rethinking that visitor experience when you come here to Maui and throughout the islands. You're watching High Now. We'll be right back.
Aloha and welcome back to High Now Daily. Again, we've been here on Maui all show long and we're so excited to be now with Wesley Lowe, who is the CEO of Hale Makua. We've been talking story with your fantastic staff. We talked to Tiana and Alohi, and I can't, begin to tell you how grateful I am for the work that you folks are doing here at Hale Makua, getting out into the community. So I just wanted to, off the top, mahalo you from the bottom of my heart. Yep. And I did want to talk about the long-term efforts because your staff talked about initial what went down over almost a year now, and then now we're looking to the future and growth rate.
Yeah, so the long-term, first and foremost, we got to take care of our kupuna. We're here to serve our kupuna. But with this whole things with the Maui fires, we're trying to figure out a way to help the economic recovery. So we're working with the State Economic Recovery Commission, the County of Maui, FEMA, HUD, all the federal agencies and philanthropy to see if we can take a really comprehensive look at economic recovery in Maui County. And that's through the lens of healthcare and our kupuna. So back behind me, we are developing a new rehab center. and we're working with the county and the state and the feds to see if we can expand services so we can add more medical services here. But in addition to that, we need to make sure that we take care of more aging populations, so we'll have more beds. And then also, we want to develop jobs and affordable housing for our youth so that they can actually have entry-level jobs, get housing, and actually earn a living wage after spending some time through a workforce development program we've established.
Wow, and that's what we were just looking at behind us, right?
Yep.
So back there, that is like a public park?
Yeah, it's a county-owned park, and we've been working with the county. They've been giving us some of the land to start doing this development.
Wow, that's incredible. And just to see your staff come together after it's been almost a year, what has that been like for you to witness?
Yeah, I'll tell you, that first day after the fire, actually it was before the fire started, they started preparing, almost brought me to tears. They've been incredible. I think that what you understand is the people you work with, they care so much about the community and people that their whole lives were in shambles, and they just went out and did everything for everybody. And I think that's our calling in life, and I can't be more honored to work side by side with them, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I could feel that just from your team here. It was a really special day for me to witness. And then I wanted to talk about the long-term efforts, the support. How can people who are listening in support you folks? Because it's going to take a lot of money to put something like this together, but it is so needed for the community here.
Yeah, well, first of all, we got to socialize the message and understand that we're not here just to provide affordable housing. We're here to provide a system that brings our community and raises our community up and diversifies our economy. But obviously, anything we can do to support, the emotional support, the public support, as well as if you want to donate, halemakua.org/donate, and in the notes section, just put recovery.
Okay, and then the support from other donors that has been coming in, and now we are focusing on the long term. So what is that going to look like? How much funds would you need to put together something like this and provide that homes, that housing?
Well, if we did all pieces of this, which includes building of a rehab center, additional medical office space, affordable housing, which would house our workers, so they can start at entry level, and also we're thinking with teachers, etc. And our workforce development efforts, we probably got to get around $100 million.
Okay.
But we're working with the state and the county and then the Fed, and philanthropy, of course.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so again, if you want to donate, it is so important to really put this on your mind because it is almost a year since August, and we want to make sure everybody still has Maui on their minds, and that we are all here for the long-term recovery and to keep pushing through all of this. And I'm so grateful to be here with you today. And it's going to do that. We're going to wrap things up here at Hale Makua, but please stay with us throughout the week here on High Now Daily. We're going to be covering a lot of stories with nonprofits, with local businesses, and giving you opportunity to donate, to share your time, to get involved. So join us High Now Daily all week long here from the Valley Isle. Mahalo for joining me today.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you guys Maui tomorrow.
How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. We're back here live at the Maui Ocean Center with Megan Dagaya from the Maui Visitors and Convention Bureau. All show we've been talking about the Destination Management Action Plan here on Maui, and we're welcoming in our next guest. This is Leslie Jacinto, the president of the Malama Hamakua Maui. Welcome in. Mahalo nui for joining us. And Leslie, I want to start with you. Tell everybody about your program and all the work you folks are doing.
All right, we are a nonprofit working on the North Shore in Haiku, Maui. We manage about 320-acre parcel along the Hana Highway, restoring native plants, protecting cultural sites, and just keeping an open space for a community.
Okay, so with Malama Hamakua Maui, I know there's plenty of kokua. So many people get involved, volunteers as well. Expand on that. Tell us about that.
All right, we have volunteers on our once a month. We have our Malama Day, and we do see a lot of tourists that come in and volunteer their time. They get in there, they get dirty. The kids are all about it. Just having fun with, finding trash. Some of it, it's, a treasure hunt. Some hunt you don't want to go on, but you find lots of treasures, planting, just keeping up with the weeding of the plants and just overall maintenance of the area.
I love that. And you must see some amazing things, though, when people are interacting with this island and your folks' place for the very first time. Like, what do you see when some of these visitors and the volunteers are interacting?
Well, it's really awesome to see the kids get involved and interact. And they get out there and they make their parents have to go out there and get in there. And then, they notice just the beautiful space that they're in and just absorbing the mana that our land has and how it can just kind of sweep you off your feet.
Absolutely. Leslie, how has HTA helped to kokua and support the organization and all the work you folks are doing?
They've given us great funding to do signage, to do placards for our native plants, directional signs, and signage just stating of where you are and what ahupua'a that you are within, so visitors have a little more sense of where they are and how to maneuver through the area.
Absolutely, Megan. All show we've been talking about different ways that these projects are interacting with the Destination Management Action Plan. How does the work that Leslie and her organization really kokua the effort?
Yeah, so the HTA in collaboration with Malama Hamakua Maui has it's been a great partnership in that it really implements the Action E of the Destination Management Action Plan, which called us to develop regenerative tourism initiatives. So HTA is proud to support this work, this organization, to open the door for more visitors to come and embrace their kuleana to Malama Aina.
Definitely, and that's got to be fascinating, and we're continuing to learn more about that as well from the residents as well, what their sentiment is and what you folks are hearing.
Yeah, so last year's resident satisfaction survey showed that the majority of residents, 75% of residents, saw that the tourism can hurt and damage the environment. So this is a way that visitors can be channeled into positive experiences where they can malama aina, learn about the culture and the lifestyle here, and also it takes pressure off of other sites of concern along the road to Hana because it's right on the Hana Highway. So it helps to prevent and alleviate overcrowding.
Absolutely. Hey, Megan, mahalo nui for the information. Leslie, mahalo for all the work being done. That's going to wrap it up for us. Stay with us. You're watching High Now. And again, for more information about the DMAP and everything else taking place with that, where do people go, Megan?
holamua.hawaiitourismauthority.org.
You heard it here. You're watching High Now. We'll be right back after the break.
I'm here at Fighting Eel in downtown Honolulu, and Fighting Eel really is a lifestyle in Hawaii. And right now I'm with Lynn, who is the director of Awesome. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you so much for coming into our store and learning about us.
Tell me a little bit about Fighting Eel and who you folks are.
So we started out with just clothing. It was just like a jersey fabric. We were younger, we were going out still. But as we mature and grew, we have families now. So the brand really encompasses your whole lifestyle. We have towels for the beach, we have chairs for the park. So yeah, we want to be in every aspect of your life, basically.
I love that. You guys even expanded to a men's line.
Yes.
So the kane have something to wear, right?
Well, because the family photos are a big thing and the dads are like, what's going on? You know, and we're like, okay, we can do dads, we can do sons. And so we have kids, we have dads, we can do the whole family.
Love that. Okay, we're talking about everybody wanting to match. Tell me about the styles, the designs. How do you come up with this? It's so unique.
Lon is a genius. Like, she never stops working. So Lon's the designer and owner of Fighting Eel. Everything she sees and she's like, I'm gonna make it. I want it. Like, she's just that girl. So that's why you see everything. She single-handedly wants to make everything.
Let's talk a little bit about the favorites. What do people mostly come in for? Because I know you carry a lot of local brands too.
We do. They come in for the clothes and our prints. We do every single print in-house. And the prints are a little Aloha, but it's more modern. It's fun flair. So I think our prints are the winning recipe. I mean, that's what it is. We carry a lot of other local brands, so we support the other local. We have jewelry from maybe Love Me Nots, Katrina Cordova. We have jewels and gem with all the scents, and we have Mohala sunglasses. So we really like to support the local brands too.
I was able to walk around and check out the store, try on some of the amazing things, and then I finally ended up with this. It took me so long to decide.
It's beautiful.
I wanted everything. So tell me what this design is.
This is just sun-kissed. We just brought it back this year. It's been like a couple years since we did it, but it's beautiful.
Okay, so if you've been waiting for this, it's back in stores. Come on in and get it. And then I wanted to ask about Fighting Eel, the name. I know there's a little mystery behind it. What is it all about?
Well, that's one we're gonna take to the grave. There are like 3 people in the world that know the name. Secret.
Fighting Eel, this is Lynn. How can I help you?
And I think part of the success is that the name is like an enigma to people.
So if you have any secrets that you need to just be kept locked up, just come see Lynn. She'll keep all your secrets.
We keep the secrets here.
All right, and I know you folks have been working with ASB Hawaii. Tell me a little bit about that partnership and how it's been helping you.
Oh my gosh, we love ASB. Everyone we've worked with, like, just they're so nice there, and they came to us with this promotion. We're like, wait, is there a catch? Because like, you're just gonna give us money and we're gonna just give that discount to our customer? That's so weird. Like, it's no strings attached. So I had my hands up for a second, and then I found out that there's no strings attached. You come in, you spend like $150, you get $30 off right away. You only pay $120, or you spend $250 and you get $60. You only pay $190. There's no catch. Like, we don't lose out on anything. The customers get this great discount, and it's so nice to be able to offer that to our customers. Our brand doesn't really do a lot of discounts and sales, and I mean, to be able to get this kind of discount right at the launch day, it's amazing. We love ASB. ASB is such a great partner. They're doing this for us. They're doing this for Hawaii, and we couldn't be happier with our banking partner.
So if you want an ASB debit card, all you have to do is go to asbhawaii.com to open up an account. And if you're a local vendor, did you hear all the good things she just said? It's free. Go and check them out. It can help your business, and also it'll help our community save some bucks when they're shopping local.
Aloha, we are back over here live at the Maui Ocean Center with Kalani Ka'ana'ana of the Hawaii Tourism Authority. Welcome in, brother. Good to see you.
Mahalo, likewise.
What a day it's been. I couldn't think of a prettier, more beautiful day to be out over here in Maui. We met a variety of different organizations today who are all kokuing to this effort of the DMAP. How would you encapsulate what we saw today and all of the different work that's being done in the community?
Yeah, just start with that, the community, right? We did a lot of listening early on to figure out what was important to community, how to prioritize those actions, and some of the partners that you heard from today were those actions that got prioritized through this process. So whether it was the Reef Safe Sunscreen, whether it was Reef Safe Landscaping, whether it's programs to actually actually directly engage in destination management and for us to empower our communities to lead in their home. That's really the emphasis of destination management.
Definitely, and I think two of my biggest takeaways just from today alone has been the variety, because you're talking about from ocean to land to sea to the reef to people both in the water, on land, and then also the accessibility to the things, making it easier for people to continue to go out and support the initiatives.
Absolutely, and I think for us, right, so I want Kama'aina to know, I want our residents to know that we've made a shift. I think a lot of times people in our community aren't aware of the work that we're doing with our partners and want to see familiar faces like they saw today, because they're the people that they trust in the community doing this work. Our job at HTA is really to enhance and empower that work through destination management.
One of the fascinating conversations I had today was with Leslie as well. She talked about Malama Hamakua Maui and the fact that these DMAPs tailored to the different islands, because obviously different islands are facing different challenges.
Totally. We've done this segment across the state so far in the last few weeks. Each one has a different flavor, if you will, right? And just exactly what she mentioned. The solutions for East Maui, the solutions for Hamakua on Maui are different than the solutions for Ha'ena on Kauai. And they're going to be different for Ka'u on Hawaii Island and Kailua on Oahu. So really making sure that the destination management work is tailored to the place that we're working on is really important for us.
Absolutely. Okay, Kalani, let's talk about future now, the next steps, and what's to come with everything. As you mentioned, we've touched on a variety of different islands with the DMAPs. What's next for HTA and all the initiatives and the many programs taking place?
We're really grateful to the legislature this year. They actually codified destination management into law. So now we actually have the statutory authority to do it, so that empowers us to continue to do more of it. They also added 5 new positions, so now destination managers will be state employees at HTA. We'll have a crew specifically working on destination management, and in the future we're actually going to be coming back out to community to do more listening, to do the next iteration of the plans, hopefully in the next year.
I'm curious for yourself as well, because you're a part of all of these different places within the DMAP, the different islands as well. Throughout the board today, we talked about resident sentiment, what people are hearing. What are you folks hearing at HTA about from the community, rather?
First and foremost, our residents want a voice in tourism decision making, and this process is the means by which to solicit that voice. The next thing is we got to deliver. We actually have to act on what they're suggesting. And I hope from hearing from the partners directly, you can hear that we've actually reacted and responded to what the community was asking for.
Now, there's a variety of different ways to get involved. Megan was with us all show today talking about the plethora of different ways that people can come out kokua in person, and there's a lot of different ways. But what's the best resource to utilize? Because again, the DMAPs are all different, but it's all available online, correct?
holomua.hawaiitourismauthority.org is the website. You can find all the information there to engage and get involved.
Okay, absolutely. And I gotta say as well, congratulations on the Fest Pack has just wrapped up. I'm curious now, between all of the travel with the DMAP now from Hawaii Tourism Authority and now with Fest Pack coming to an end, how are you doing? It's been a whirlwind.
It's been a whirlwind. It's been a busy month. FestPac was amazing from everything that we've heard. We're so grateful. It took so many hands, whether it was our legislature, the governor, the funders, all of those things. It was really important for us, and we hope people were able to engage the festival, learn something, and take it away.
Absolutely. Kalani, mahalo nui for the time.
Always.
Always a pleasure. That's going to wrap it up for us on behalf of Rachel, who is also here on the island of Maui today, myself, and everyone here at the Hawaii Tourism Authority, and over here at the Maui Ocean Center, all of our guests who joined us today. Mahalo for watching High Now Daily. I want to take you to this beautiful shot to wrap up the show from the Valley Isle. We'll see you folks tomorrow at 3 p.m.